This video is about how do you improve your self-confidence and how do you do it quickly. There are 5 amazing ways to improve your confidence and your self-esteem quickly. Stay tuned and I will reveal everything you need to know. Welcome to the SCG Show, the home of education entertainment. And if you are new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and please hit the bell notification as well so you do not miss any of these videos. Firstly, let me define what exactly is confidence. Confidence is a feeling of trust in one's abilities, one's qualities, and one's judgment as well. The key word there, for me, is trust. When we are met with opposition, difficulty, challenges in our lives, an enemy mostly, these people normally can destroy our confidence. If, for example, you are a very confident, self-assured person and you start associating yourself with a narcissist, a toxic individual, your confidence can get shattered to the point where you don't even remember who you were or who you are. For example, when I was interested in a pretty girl when I was a teenager, kid at school, I had a bully who was a horrible, horrible person to me, who would always tell me, you're never going to amount to anything, you're too stupid, you're too ugly. And when he found out that I was interested in this pretty girl, he said to me, you will never be good enough for her. And I would take that as gospel and believe it and walk away and not even bother to ask her out, just give up before anything's even happened. But as time went on and, as school was finishing in college, etc., it turned out that very girl that I liked actually, believe it or not, liked me too. So my point was, why on earth did I waste my time listening to such a stupid moron? How similar an experience have you had in your life? Not just with dating, but just life in general. How similar have you been so insecure and lacked so much confidence where you've listened to an idiot who is probably just jealous of you and what you want to achieve in life? Say you wanted to start a business, but you were greeted with such negativity and doubt from all the people close to you and who loved you and you thought supported you. You think, well, these people are supposed to support me, but I want to do this business and they're bringing me down. Or perhaps you always wanted to travel somewhere, but you were greeted with the same negative, toxic, awful behavior. Let me tell you a secret, guys. Unfortunately, most people love to see you fail. But why? Why would people want to see me fail? Because, my friend, they are either envious or jealous of your confidence, your goals, your desire to be better, your desire to do something that they would never even envisage doing themselves, and they believe it will make them look bad. Without realizing it, you naturally have confidence flowing through your veins. You are born confident. But it's been pegged down by the haters, the jerks, the narcissists, the toxic people of this world. Sometimes people in your own family or your closest friendship circles can be like this as well. But that is okay, because they are not going to be in control of your life anymore. And there are 5 simple yet effective tips I will show you on how to improve your self-confidence very quickly. Remember, you are a good human being with a lot to offer this world. Muhammad Ali was told he was never going to be good enough. So was Michael Jordan. So was Steve Jobs. And so many more amazing people. So you are in exceptionally good company. Here are the 5 ways to improve your self-confidence. Step 1. Improve your appearance. Whilst this may seem superficial, your appearance does play an enormous impact on your self-esteem and of course your confidence. The better you look, the better you feel. If you're covered in mud, in dirt, you're not going to feel great. But if you're covered in cologne and you're freshly groomed, you're feeling great and like you're smelling great, like you can feel like your pores fresh, everything, yeah, you're going to feel great and you're going to feel confident. When I get dressed up in a tuxedo, I know it sounds a bit weird, but I feel like I'm James Bond. When a woman wears a beautiful dress for a night out, a date, you name it, she feels amazing too. I'm not suggesting for you to wear a tuxedo every day, although that would be quite cool. Instead, I'm suggesting doing the following on improving your appearance. First thing to do is cut out toxic habits. Do you smoke too much? Perhaps you drink too much. Are you a bit of a drug consumer? All these not only are having physical effects on your body, but mentally too. Addicts or people who consume a little bit too much of their vices or something bad or extremely toxic for themselves can have more negative self-talk and opinions of themselves, like, I can't believe I did that, I can't believe I've smoked this, done this, etc. So either cut down, or better yet, cut those toxic habits out completely. Next, get a haircut or style your hair, or get a hairstylist to properly give you the best hairstyle. For years, bless him, my late grandfather gave me a haircut. I was always going to him for my hairdressing needs. And well, let's just say he did his very best. It wasn't the best, but he did his best. But then I started going to a top stylist, and he completely transformed my hair. That really did complement my face, my look, etc. It was the best I've ever looked by going to somebody who actually knows how to do beards and do hair, etc. for guys. Find yourself a good hairdresser and get yourself regular treatment to look your absolute best. Get regular haircuts, get regular styling if you want to dye your hair, whatever. Get the look that suits you. Next is to buy new clothes. Are you wearing clothes from 10 years ago? Look, I certainly have been down that road. You need to buy yourself a new wardrobe. Find yourself a style that suits you best. If it's more sophisticated and dressy, or perhaps more urban, find yourself what works for you and what makes you feel good. You do not need to go out and buy only designer clothes. Trust me, if you want to shop at Primark, etc., go for it. You can get away with almost anything these days, but what makes you look and feel great is what you want to focus on. Consider reading up on style blogs and websites for inspiration to find your look that will suit you and will make you feel confident. And of course, groom and wash regularly. Regular grooming and washing are essential not only for your confidence, but for your personal hygiene too. If you do not do these regularly, you will look and you will feel dreadful. And if you do that, then you will have no confidence. Personally, I love starting my day with a nice hot shower and a bit of a shave. So trim and shave wherever you need to, and make sure that you put on some cologne, some aftershave, perfume, and smell and feel fresh. Next is get fitter, aka healthier. Now is the time to join a gym, start a workout plan, eat right, cut out those bad foods, etc. If you're not in your ideal shape, the more you train and the more weight you lose or muscle you gain, more toned you become, the more confidence you will gain along the way. Not only are you doing that for your confidence, you're also becoming far healthier too. And lastly, stand up straight. Bad posture means lack of confidence. If you're always slanting down, it's almost like psychologically you are bowing your head down to people like a slave, like they are above you and you are beneath them. No, not you. You are better than that. So trying to regularly stand up straight, push your shoulders back, and almost instantly by walking taller and walking with your shoulders back, you will feel a huge surge of confidence with that too. Number 2, think more positively. By giving yourself negative self-talk on a regular basis will have a damaging effect on your confidence. And that is why you must start thinking more positive about yourself, regardless of your current situation and especially what others believe about you too. Remember, when you have negative thoughts, especially about yourself, you're basically rooting for the enemy. And why on earth do you want to do that? Here are some more tips on how to be and start and act and think more positively. Start your day with a positive affirmation. One of my personal favorite affirmations for thinking positive that I repeat to myself every single day is, I am enough. It is simple, concise, and carries me through life's trials, especially when I need to confront somebody or something difficult. You are enough, and you need to drum it home into your brain so you truly realize that. By starting your day on a positive affirmation will lay the foundation for a far more positive life overall too. The next thing you want to do is focus on the good things. When my late father passed recently, I sat down and with tears in my eyes and a heart full of pain, unfortunately, I reminded myself of all the great times we had had together. How lucky I was to be his son. All the lessons, all the memories, all the places we went to. If you focus on the good, it will make you stronger and it will obviously make you think more positively. I made it my personal goal to be the reliable person when it was his funeral. I stood tall. I made sure everything went according to plan. There was no hiccups, no problems. People later on then told me, I cannot believe how strong you are and I can't believe how you handled yourself. My point is, if I can handle myself that well in a really difficult, challenging moment, you can too. Focus on what is good in your life, not what is bad or bringing you down. Next, I want you to surround yourself with positive people. Look, life is tough already, but if you associate with negative, toxic, sociopathic, psychopathic, narcissistic people, it will only get more difficult for you than it already is. If you're already insecure or have self-doubt, these types of horrible people will only bring you down further. It is time to cut the ties with these people, not only for your confidence to increase, but also for your own well-being. By surrounding yourself with positive people will instantly make you feel better about yourself. Also, by having the strength to walk away from toxic people will also boost your confidence dramatically by showing that you have standards and you have healthy boundaries and you will do whatever it takes to stand up for that. Try to turn your failures into lessons. When one of my businesses folded a couple of years ago, I was practically on my knees devastated. But I learned every lesson I possibly could and have come back stronger. Since starting SCG Show, my confidence has skyrocketed because I've developed myself as a person and learnt the harsh lessons and reality of business too. So when you fail or lose, turn it into a lesson. Remember, why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up again. And lastly, practice gratitude. One of the keys to a successful life is to just be more grateful, but it will also boost your confidence. For example, say you've just found out you've been cheated on by your partner, love of your life. Be grateful that you found out now rather than years later or continuing to live a lie. I know that's very difficult, but trust me. Another example, say you feel bad about being single and you can't attract anybody right now. Well, be grateful you are not going through divorce or you're with an abusive partner or a narcissist. By being more grateful, you will boost your confidence dramatically, and that is how you can think more positively too. Number 3, conquer challenges. Remember this very powerful quote. It stuck to me the moment I heard it. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But instead, if you do what is hard, your life will be easier. I get it. You look on social media or you know people and you see people with relationships, like they're beautiful, they're so happy, kids, or they're just dating. They've got loads of money, like, and they're younger than you. Like, how have they got Rolexes, etc.? They've got more friends. Oh my God, that looks like so much fun. And I'm sitting here doing nothing. More happiness. They're always happy. Everything works out for them. Nothing goes right for me. They got more success. They didn't have to work. They didn't have to grind. And all of that really gets you down. But you must stop comparing yourself to others and instead channel that energy into start conquering more challenges. When I first started my business at 21 years of age, I was told I was going to fail, you're not a businessman, you're not smart enough, etc., etc. But over a decade later, I'm in a better position than all of those people who told me I was never good enough and I was never going to make it, etc., etc. However, don't forget, there was blood, sweat, tears, and times where there was no success at all and there was no growth and things were actually going in the opposite direction as well. But I never gave up. I kept going. I was determined to succeed no matter what happened and no matter what anybody told me I could or couldn't do either. By not conquering challenges, by not testing yourself, by not doing something that others say or you think is difficult, and staying exactly where you are, stagnant in your life, where is the confidence in that? Where is the growth? Where is the living in that? If you have low self-esteem and do not try to do anything difficult, hard, challenging, how are you going to develop as a person? How are you going to get confidence? You think it's just going to come to you? It's not. You would just stagnate. You will not improve. And you will become more insecure than confident, and you'll get worse with age. Here, and I'm sorry to brag, but it's just as an example, is a list of things I've achieved despite people telling me and insisting that I could never do any of these things. And I want you to use me as your inspiration. They said I will never have a beautiful girlfriend or any girlfriend whatsoever. They told me that I'd never be in business with myself and I'd never succeed because I'm not a businessman. They told me I'd never be financially independent, make money or anything like that, and I just work in McDonald's. They told me I'd always be skinny and never be able to build muscle. They told me I'd never be able to lose weight. I'll either just gain, a lot of fat, and I'll never lose weight around my cheeks, my hips, etc., stomach. They told me I'll never have a nice car. I'll always drive an old banger, it'd be crap, and that's how that is, and maybe stick to cycling. I'll never be able to sing in front of a crowd. You're not a singer. Yeah, you're going to go up there and sing. You're never going to be able to make a speech in front of a crowd, and I do public speaking now, as well as SCG show. You're never going to have good quality friends. You're a loser. You're a bit weird. You're a bit of a nerd. And I've got some of those amazing people and successful people that I can call my closest friends. You're never going to be able to write a book. Yeah, I've written 2 novels and they're ranking on Amazon, and one of them has got several 5-star reviews. Link in the description below. You're never going to be able to start a YouTube channel because nobody is going to watch it. And at the point of recording it, God knows where it's got to now. I have over 1,000 amazing subscribers. So thank you. I'm not writing these or reading these off to show off to you, but to inspire you that I was told I couldn't do any of those things, and yet I still did it. So think what you can do. Start conquering challenges today. Number 4, stop comparing yourself to others. I know it's so hard to not compare yourself to another person, even if you are so much alike each other. It could even be a sibling, like you've grown in the same house. However, you must get it into your head that you are a completely different person to that person in so many ways that you're comparing yourself to. Let's talk about people that are not related to you, but you had different parents, different home lives, different romantic partners, different teachers, different bosses, different everything, just different experiences. You are not the people you associate with, no matter how similar you are. Sometimes people can be born to the same parents and still be complete opposites. So why compare yourself to these people? In fact, to anybody. It is redundant and a waste of time. So what if somebody else has made more money than you? So what if somebody else gets more dates, is more attractive than you? So what if somebody's better looking, like I said, than you? So what if somebody else is more popular than who you are? There's only one person you want to compare yourself to, and it is the ultimate key to not only improving your confidence, but to an overall better life. And that person you want to compare yourself to is you yesterday. By doing this consistently, you can bargain with the future and start improving yourself almost immediately. For example, if yesterday you cheated, lied, gambled, try not to do any of those things today. If yesterday you ate or drank a little bit too much and you overindulge, today go for a jog, eat something healthy, go to the gym. If yesterday you got rejected and you thought, that's it, I can't take it anymore, it doesn't matter. Go out and try with somebody else or something else today. Do not give up. And keep going day by day, improving on the day before. And I'm warning you here, if you keep doing this, it will be very, very addictive because you'll be so obsessed to doing this all the time. But if you keep this up for 5 years straight, just think about the incredibly successful and confident person you will become as a result of it. And when you compare yourself to others, transform your envy into your goals as well. For example, if you see somebody with a nice car you cannot afford, instead of acting all envious and insecure, instead make it your goal to make more money so you too can buy that car. Do you see the difference here? You want to work hard so you too can be wealthy enough to buy a sports car, go on vacation, buy a mansion, whatever you want to do. Same with your body. If that person you are jealous of or you're comparing yourself to has an amazing physique, don't forget, it can be genetics, guys. Sign up to the gym, get a personal trainer, and start working out today and eating better today so you can not look like them, but look the best version of yourself. What the others you compare yourself to and have, and what you're basically focusing on is becoming your goals. So if they're wealthier, you need to become wealthier. If they're more popular, you need to socialize more. You see the difference? This is an enormously powerful and simple way to not only improve your confidence, but totally transform your life for the better too. Number 5, keep learning, keep growing. If you stand still and do not develop, you will not become a more confident person. A guy I know personally lacked confidence so badly that he would never ask a woman out because he was so petrified of rejection and he just couldn't get over it. Instead, he would ask one woman out every few months, almost once a year. They would most likely reject him because he was so slow to make a move, or he wasn't very confident, obviously, and he would convince himself that, dating sucks, all women hate me, it's a waste of time, I'm just going to wallow in self-pity for ages. However, if he instead decided to work on himself and learn how to talk to women, learn how to overcome rejection, anxiety, etc., then he would realize dating for men is a numbers game, and he's just got to keep asking women out, and not all of them are going to say yes. Then eventually he would have the confidence, and with that he would be asking more women out all the time, and eventually some would say yes, and then he would have regular dates, and then ultimately he'd be seeing someone, and then a girlfriend, and then potentially a life partner or a wife. The same can be applied with friends, work, your appearance, you name it. For example, I had no idea how to grow a beard, and it always looked awful, very patchy, terrible. But with a simple Google search, I realized that you can apply certain oils, you can wash it, there's certain things you can do, and suddenly I have a glorious beard, well, at least I think I do. Not only makes me more attractive, but gives me more confidence in return. So you can learn how to improve yourself. You can learn things that you never knew the answers to. You've got to keep learning more about life, whatever it is you don't know and what you want to learn about. And you've got to keep growing as a person too. Learn more about psychology so you can understand your flaws and you can improve on them. Grow by going out of your comfort zone and going to do difficult things. Go to new places so you become more experienced and cultured. Meet new people so you know how to make new friends and how to ask people out if you want to start dating. Do something a little bit dangerous. Don't get into trouble, but do something that's a bit dangerous to you. If you ever thought that maybe going to the gym or cinema by yourself is a bit dangerous, a bit lonely, whatever, do it. Take that risk. You'll be immensely proud of yourself for doing this too, and you can and will become a better person as a result and be more confident. And with your pride, by saying, hey, I managed to do something I was always afraid of, or I thought I'd never be able to do, will, like a shock of lightning, give you a rush of endorphins and a huge boost of self-esteem and, of course, confidence. Remember this, one can choose to go back towards safety or forward toward growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. Thanks for watching.